Hey guys, this is Zoronden, and this is Game 5 of my Coldcast Marathon. This is going to be the map Cloud Kingdom, and I did go ahead and look up the next rest of the maps for the marathon, and I swear to God, there's only one more Daybreak map, and it is the final game, so you don't have to endure a Daybreak game for quite a while here. Anyways, this is Cloud Kingdom, like I said. This is the first of two Diamond League games, and let's check out the combatants for this match. In the top right corner is going to be ILuSionClock, or ILuSionClock, but it's definitely ILuSionClock. That's a tricky name, but I get it. I see what you did there. And we're going to be in the bottom left corner, the Protoss Blue Afelay. Afelay. I'm calling you Alfie. I don't care what it is. He's Alfie, and the other one's ILuSionClock. So this is a PvP, as you can tell. I made sure and threw a mirror matchup game for all three races into this marathon, so we're definitely going to see one of each of those. Bring up the production tab here. I do have that gateway going down by Alfie. It's just definitely not his name. I can't say that. Afelay. Afelay. I don't know. I'm just gonna call him different things throughout the whole game, I assume. And look at this. ILuSionClock's got a probe down here in the corner, and Afelay should be seeing him there. Oh, I don't know if he did. Let's see if that pylon can at least see him. And no, he cannot see him at the moment. So, ILuSionClock does indeed reveal himself, so probably not going for anything tricky there. I was hoping we'd get a little bit of cheese out of ILuSionClock, but nothing too terrible this time, as his gateway finishes up, as well as his assimilator down there. We do have the... Oh my gosh, I am sorry, I am having issues here. Anyways, Cybernetics core down for both players, and a Zealot on the way for ILuSionClock, as well as Afelay. So, pretty much mere play out of the players. Afelay does appear to be a tad behind. Although he has... No, that's the same. They're off on each other's things by just a bit, because like Afelay got a second gas sooner than ILuSionClock. ILuSionClock got a Zealot sooner. He's got his Cybernetics core sooner. Or is it later? His is just now finishing. Yeah, so they're just minorly off on different fronts. But yeah, it's clearly the same build at the moment. We have a Stalker on the way for both players that now you can just kind of watch that production tab and watch the things pop up. So we're definitely seeing a mirror matchup, as you can say, here. And ILuSionClock's probe. I'm going to get the heck out of here, as that Zealot was giving him some nasty trouble. Obviously, Zealot probe, you're not going to win. And we had the same thing going on in ILuSionClock space. I mean, talk about mirror matchup. Incredible amount of mirroring. And as I've said before in past videos, PvP is probably my least favorite matchup in the game. So hopefully these players can keep it interesting, keep it lively. And so far, the amount of mirroring they've done has been actually quite hilarious. And Afelay is going to spot that proxy pylon by ILuSionClock. Unfortunately, 4 o'clock. He's going to need to cancel that. He's going to cancel it, right? He's just going to try and hold that Stalker there as long as he can. Is he going to actually let this finish? Oh, and I click away. And last minute cancel, just as I thought. And you'll notice Afelay got his proxy pylon down, basically in the exact same position. So the biggest difference in this game so far is that Afelay's pylon is down over here in the bottom right, where ILuSionClock's obviously is not. And he's grabbed the robotics facility, as well as 3 more gateways. And we do have the robotics facility on the way for Afelay, however, not those 3 more warp gates. He does only have... Or he already has 2 warp gates, though, where ILuSionClock still was functioning off of 1. As well, some more pylons popping down for ILuSionClock. do have an Obs on the way. Fast Obs. He's making sure and chronoing that out. And just to double check their chronoing, both players doing well on the chrono front. Nice blocking force field there, so Afelay couldn't get into ILuSionClock's base. Afelay's army is slightly bigger at the moment. Not too much, though. A little bit of a spread out of units here. They might be trying to hunt, but there's nothing to hunt, I guess. I was wondering if that was a probe, but it's obviously an Obs. Both players grabbing Obs and setting them into each other's bases. And there are Immortals coming out for ILuSionClock, as well as Afelay. Now, Afelay does have his Robotics Core, or Bay, finishing up, and there's no such thing even started for ILuSionClock. So we are starting to see a bit of different play out of the players. Again, not too much, as there isn't a lot of variety they can choose to do for PvP. And we see Colossi coming out for Afelay, and here comes a movement out by ILuSionClock. So this this Colossi might end up being the difference in this match, win or lose for Afelay. And that probe goes down quite easily, and Afelay needs to run that Stalker home. He is horribly outnumbered. So both players definitely mounting up for some action here. Gonna grab that watchtower, and he should see these Stalkers come into frame, and he does, and he's got to run. ILuSionClock grabs it, should see Afelay's unit up there. Question is, will he bother to chase it, or still go on for his attack? And that Obs is going to sit there. He knows that Colossi is on the field, as well as everything else in that conglomeration of units. And he's going to opt to go home, it appears. So, scared off for the moment, leaving an Immortal there. I don't... Leave the probe there, not the Immortal. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Of course, he'll be able to run it off if these guys move, because this Obs is right here, detecting every bit of movement. And a Zealot in here. He must have proxied in down here and run all the way up. He's causing a bit of harassment for the probe line of ILuSionClock. And here comes in some Stalkers, as well as a Zealot, and that's going to end that Zealot threat attack. Pow! Did he manage to take out any workers? Oh, he did kill 5 workers, so very nicely done by Afelay there. He has killed at least 1 other worker, so I think he only got 4 or even just 3 here. And there goes that Stalker running, or not a Stalker, it's an Immortal, running away from this force that is coming out onto the field by Afelay. And we might get our engagement here. Both players making sure to shore up all their units, get them together. We don't want individual units going down to large balls. That's always a disadvantage for the players. And Afelay is going to maybe catch him out of position here, working on up that ramp. And a nice force field, somewhat dividing the units, forcing a couple Zealots out of position. Immortal goes down. Those Colossi are pretty dangerous, however, they don't have their extended lance upgrade. They're going to work on those Stalkers, however, 1 goes down. Afelay's not winning this engagement, turning out quite bad for him. And obviously there's an Immortal and a Stalker. Oh, there are some Zealots up there. Holy crap, he completely turned it around from what I thought was going on. And he mops up ILuSionClock's units. I thought he just had a Stalker, an Immortal, and a Colossi left. I didn't realize he still had those Zealots on the field. Completely bad call there. But anyways, he is going to possibly win out of that maneuver. Those Colossi did some serious damage for him. ILuSionClock has grabbed a nice Zealot Immortal backup party. Ooh, that Colossi makes that Stalker regret running there. So here comes Afelay, remounting together his units and going across the battlefield. Obviously, a second Colossi joining up with the party. So let's see this final engagement, or at least what I assume is going to be a final engagement. Here we go. Coming down to the wire, ILuSionClock has grabbed a Colossi of his own. However, with 2 Colossi versus that many Zealots, I would give this engagement to Afelay. Just the way it looks, we'll have to see if Afelay is going to go in. I pulled down the HUD here because I thought he was going in. Now he is going to go in, and I pulled up the HUD. I swear these players do this on purpose to me sometimes. Do putting some Stalker into that mix. is ILuSionClock. I'm glad to see that. He's not going to win with a bunch of Zealots at this time. Or a third Colossi coming in. This is looking bad for ILuSionClock. Here comes this engagement. Stalkers on the front line getting shot at. Colossi going through those Zealots really quickly. A second for ILuSionClock up there on that cliff. Those Zealots try to run in and take out the Colossi. And they're forced to retreat up on the hill. Those Colossi from ILuSionClock, that is. Immortal quickly popped. Those Stalkers don't want any of that. More reinforcement Zealots coming in for Afelay. And ILuSionClock is in trouble yet again here. Blocking the ramp off just a little bit with some Stalkers, but those Colossi come in, taking out the last Colossi for ILuSionClock. Probes off the line, here they come. Stalkers about to go to work on him, going down the hill so they can't even hit him. And a bunch of probes go down to the Colossi there, and even more going down. Shooting at the Warping and Stalkers, they're going to do a little bit of damage. All the Stalkers for Afelay are gone at this time. He's got an Immortal off to the right, a few Zealots in there, and ILuSionClock knows what's coming. He calls the GG. Congrats to Afelay for that win. I am, of course, Zoronden. Thanks for tuning in to Game 6, guys. Or was this? This was 5. So we're on to Game 6 next.